Here is a specific answer to questions about a roasting pan. Geez, I don't know whether I would put them tier 1 when you first start or tier 3, tier 5 or 6 later. It all depends on whether you are the kind of person that wants to roast a roast beef, a roast pork, a roast chicken turkey, whatever you want to use a roasting pan for. It's way beyond anything you would use to fry an egg or just make something in a frying pan or a saucepan. If you get into roasting a big piece of meat, as my brother Pete would say, he's had a personal relationship with every major piece of meat that he has ever roasted. I'm gonna say, here's how I roast meat. Okay, this pan is a Cuisinart roasting pan. It's got a big heavy bottom and it's got a great dome top. If I take the top roast out of my top rack out of my oven and put this on the bottom rack, it takes up the whole entire oven and it's fantastic. I never have regretted the money that I spent on this. I spent $100 and the guy in the cooking store in Ottawa on Bank Street said, this is a $300 pan. It's amazing that you're getting it on sale for $100. So it's always been like a go-to pan in my kitchen since I bought it 10 or 12 years ago. I like a roasting pan with a lid because once you're spending the money on a roasting pan, if you have a lid, you have an option. I notice on the Paderno website, they have a lot of roasting pans, even those with racks, but they do not have lids. To me, why would you spend the money on a roasting pan that doesn't have a lid? Because if you have the lid, it gives you an option, have a lid, or don't have a lid. If you buy a pan that has no lid, you lose that option. So to me, that is a silly purchase, a pan without a lid, okay? So this is huge. It's Cuisinart. The full price is $300. I got it for $100. That was awesome. Okay, it's a great pan and it has a wire rack which I can lift out or lift up. You can put a turkey or a chicken or pork on the rack and lift it out, which is no problem. I've cooked some of my larger prime ribs in here, but they never turn out as well as they do in the Dutch oven, so I've just decided to buy smaller prime ribs and cook them in the Dutch oven. But, okay, so let's say I put a turkey or a chicken here. I put a little bit of water in because I don't want the fat and the drippings on the bottom of the pan to scald or burn to the bottom of the pan. When I feel that everything is done, I can take the whole entire rack up out of the drippings and out, which are good. Not every roasting pan has this, but here's my $100 Cuisinart, which the store owner told me normally would be $100. If I want to put a turkey or a chicken or a pork roast in on the rack, and then I can put potatoes and onions and carrots and everything all around it, and then later I can add Brussels sprouts or green beans or whatever, and then when I lift it, everybody's happy because I've just pulled everything up and then I could deal with the drippings on the bottom. So I would say this is an excellent pan that I am very happy I spent the money on, but I didn't buy it until I was like 45 years old, okay? It's not something that you're gonna buy the first month or week or year that you start cooking. So this is my Cuisinart $300 pan that I got for $100, so I think it's pretty awesome, okay? I've never seen anything equal to it on the Paderno website. They have great roasting pans, but none of them have lids, so to me, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Somebody has to explain that to me, but anyway, okay. So here's the kind of pan that most people will find in their hardware store or at Walmart or anywhere else. It's a black enamel speckled pan. I went over to I don't own one of these, I used to, but I went over to my neighbor's house today and I said, do you have a black enamel speckled pan? And he said, yeah, we have 3. We have the smallest one, the medium one, and the biggest one. and I said, can you give me the smallest one so I could like use it as a demonstration on my video? So when he came out, he brought me this one. He said, this is the medium one. This is probably the one that you want. Okay, so you can buy these almost anywhere. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them at Canadian Tire. You can buy them at so many places. They have the vine at the bottom that collects the drippings, and they don't have a rack, but it's all good. If you put a chicken in here at $3.25 and you pay attention to it with some vegetables or whatever, it'll be fine. Nothing will stick. It'll be fine. I wouldn't cook chili or beef bourguignon or anything like that in this pan. I'd cook it in a Dutch oven. But if you're roasting a chicken or a turkey or a piece of pork or a piece of beef or whatever, this could be fine. And I think it's about $29 for a pan, not much more, not much less, but it's not a $100 pan, it's a $30 pan. And when I started my cooking career, I used one of these all the time. As a matter of fact, I had one, a black speckled enamel that was square, and it had a square top that had no handle, so that you could actually use it not only to cook a beef roast and some vegetables, but I use them for giant lasagnas, like giant lasagnas. If you took the bottom of the pot and the top of the pot, both of which were square and neither of which had a handle, you could make a significant, serious lasagna in those square pans. I gave that away to a family member. I don't remember who. I think maybe David. I'm not sure. But that was great too, the square one. So the black speckled enamel, buy one in your first go around. It's absolutely fine. You'll actually, you won't be disappointed. You'll buy one, you'll spend 20 bucks or 30 bucks. You won't be disappointed. So that's how that will go. Do that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Now, I would say that better than stainless steel or black speckled aluminum is the cast iron, which I already told you earlier. I can put in here a whole chicken, a small turkey, a beef roast, pork, pulled pork, whatever. If I had a chance to debate about money that I might spend on a roaster or money that I might spend on a cast iron pan, I would say if this costs $150 and this costs $30 and I was buying them just at the same time, and if my budget was not limited to the $30 one, I would buy the cast iron. I would put the $30 into the cast iron. It's better. It tastes better. It cooks better. It burns less. It would be awesome. If you're really on a budget and you can only purchase a pan that you need it now and you need it to cost, $29 or $30, I'd buy this one. But if you have an option to take that $30 and spend it on a real serious cast iron pan, I would do that. I would do that, okay? So you...
I'm so sick of reality TV.